Hi, Felicia. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Thanks for making this time to chat. I really wanted to get some of your thoughts on
My
the
pleasure.
big transition that you've been going through. So, you moved out of corporate finally and are now living the dream, right?
Yeah, you could say that, I guess.
Yeah. Before we move on to that bit, let's backtrack and let me ask you, what made you decide to finally do the transition that many women and generally people want to do in their life or dream about, but many unfortunately never end up doing, moving from corporate and running your own business?
I would never think a few years ago, I would never think I would do this actually. And my transition, I guess, was mentally initiated when I was going through a bit of a burnout period during my time within corporate employment. And that phase had really made me question, I guess, the purpose that I had in my day to day. And I was really wanting to channel my energy somewhere that felt purposeful for me.
Mm.
And that place was really what I wanted to do, which was interior design. So it kind of became a natural answer for me to get out of this and find my purpose in what I thrive for doing as well.
Yeah, so it's almost as if there was a gift and an opportunity in the situation that you found yourself in, right?
Yes, definitely. I definitely, well, with your help, really, managed to get out of that place that I was at, which wasn't great at the time. But again, to your point, it was totally a gift, and it really led me to find my purpose and live the life that I want to live as well.
Great. So, on as you touched on that, how would you say this mentorship has helped you transition with that transition? Because let's be honest, it's not an easy transition, but it can be simple. But still, it's not easy, and there's lots of changes that we have to do of mindset as well.
Yeah.
How does this mentorship help you?
I think a lot of people think that like mentorship is about someone giving you the answer to a big question that you have, but a lot of it is actually, I noticed together in our journey that a lot of it is about listening to yourself and hearing what you are saying. So in that sense, I would say that's how this mentorship has helped me in like really hearing what I had to say and building my confidence in the fact that like what I'm actually saying and thinking is good for me and I can do it and it doesn't sound like a far dream. And I think it's also reminded me to put myself at the center rather than everybody else and things, life that was happening to me. It really helped me. In Turkish, we say taking the ropes off our lives into
Yeah,
our own hands.
yeah.
So that in that sense, I would say this mentorship was more about me hearing myself than
Mhm.
anything else.
And that's beautiful because that's exactly what mentorship should be, to create the space. Because you can't otherwise, you have a relationship that needs to last a lifetime, right? Because you can't go by yourself, and that's not healthy. But a good mentorship or coaching will help people actually grow the strength and the knowledge that they can actually do it themselves and detach at some point, like a rocket, needs initial push and then to go up.
Exactly. And that push is also coming from a sense of accountability as well, like towards your mentor. When you catch up next time, you feel like you had to have made some progress as well. So there is a tiny bit of
Yeah,
that involved as
yeah.
well. But that's exactly what makes your words reality. Like you need that to actually do something about it.
Perfect. And just a final question. So, what would you say to anyone that is thinking about joining, any woman that's thinking of joining my side hustle program, to be part of it, and maybe sitting on the fence or just thinking, is this right for me? What would you say to them?
Well, first of all, I can't encourage them more in doing this because, again, it's about taking the ropes off your life to your hand, and rather than waiting and letting life happen to you, it's about living the life that you want to do, that you want to have. And I genuinely, probably because I'm going through this right now, I genuinely don't think that anything should stay as a dream. And it only takes literally 1 minute to change your mindset to start making that a reality. But unfortunately, I think as women, there is so many things that life throws at us that we feel like we have to do. We feel like we have to maintain a certain like status quo and not challenge anything. And this program has definitely helped like me get out of that and really get practical steps and like tangible things to do, and also outputs to realizing what used to be a dream that's now a reality. So it's, if you want to live your dream, this is it, I would say.
Oh, thanks, Felicia. I think you spoke both to the inner game and the outer game that is needed in, what you said previously and what you said now about kind of having the practical side of it, but also building the mindset.
Yeah.
And you really need to kind of work on both. So thanks. Yeah, you've been great to mentor. And actually, I look forward to staying in touch more and seeing how you skyrocket.
Thank you. Well, hopefully I have to live up to that now. It's really
accountability. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking to you about. Thank you so much for being with me every step of the way, through the bad, through the good. Really, really appreciate your presence in my life in general.
My pleasure. Thank you for letting me hold space. Speak to you soon. Bye.